everyone. Welcome to another Deep Dive with us. We're tackling a whole bunch of recent articles all about pro football.
Yeah. Transfers, coaching decisions.
Locker room drama, even.
It's all happening right now, so buckle up.
That's right. So let's just jump right into it. First up, this whole thing with Manchester United going after Jarrad Branthwaite.
Oh, yeah, from Everton.
Yeah, he's only 22, but was huge in saving Everton from relegation last season.
He's definitely got the big club's attention now, especially Man U. They've had 2 bids rejected already.
But they're not giving up.
Not a chance. They're supposedly putting together a 3rd offer that might be too good to refuse.
Everton's asking for £70 million for him, though.
Which is a lot, especially for someone so young.
But you got to think about his potential. I mean, he's already proven himself in the Premier League.
Exactly. And Man U is apparently willing to offer him like an £8.3 million yearly salary.
Wow. That's life-changing money at that age.
It would be tempting for anyone, even if it means leaving a club where he's already doing well.
It's a tough call. Money versus loyalty,
Ambition, too. It's a chance to play for a huge club, maybe win some big trophies.
Definitely adds a whole other layer to this whole thing.
It'll be interesting to see what he decides.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on, there's another big transfer rumor going around. Barcelona wants Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich.
That's interesting because Barcelona's coach, Hansi Flick, used to coach Davies at Bayern.
Oh, so they know each other well.
Yeah, they had a good relationship there, so a reunion is definitely possible.
But I'm hearing that Real Madrid and Manchester United are also interested in Davies.
Right, and his contract's up in 2025, so Bayern might have to sell him before then if they don't want to lose him for free.
Man, this is getting intense. Okay, enough about transfers for a second. Let's talk about some drama between coaches.
Oh yeah, like Pep Guardiola criticizing Lee Carsley, England's interim manager.
Yeah, Carsley put Jack Grealish on the national team, even though he just got over an injury at Manchester City.
And Pep wasn't happy about it.
He even said publicly that Grealish didn't train once in 17 days.
Some think he's just protecting his player, but it definitely sounds like a jab at Carsley's decision.
It brings up a good point, though, right, about the whole club versus national team thing.
Absolutely. It can be tough to balance those priorities, especially when a player's health is involved.
So much drama. Okay, let's move on to Rome. There's some stuff going on there with Roma's new manager, Jarrad.
Oh yeah, he benched Mats Hummels, and Hummels is not taking it well.
Yeah, he's been posting cryptic stuff on social media, going on podcasts, talking about how unhappy he is.
Which is understandable to a point. He's a veteran player, used to being a starter.
But Jarrad's decision seems to be working out for Roma so far.
Yeah, they've been doing well, and Hummels' replacement, Brian Cristante, has been playing great.
So what's next for Hummels?
Well, the rumor is he's looking to head back to the Bundesliga in January.
That would be a shame to see him leave, but it's the nature of the game, I guess. Things change fast.
For sure. All right, what about Barcelona? They're always up to something.
They are. Apparently, they're thinking about a swap deal. Ferran Torres for Karim Adeyemi from Dortmund.
That would be a smart move for Barcelona. Adeyemi is really fast and versatile.
And they're trying to add more speed to their attack.
Exactly. Plus, they can offer Torres, who hasn't quite found his footing there.
It's a win-win for both clubs, potentially.
And financially, it makes sense for Barcelona because a swap avoids a big transfer fee.
They've had some financial issues, right?
Right.
Okay, another Barcelona topic. Hansi Flick and his strict training regime. Is it too much?
He's definitely known for being tough, demanding professionalism and total commitment.
Pal Victor even said that being just 3 minutes late means you get benched.
Wow, 3 minutes.
That's what he said.
That's serious. But you have to admit, Barcelona's doing really well this season.
Yeah, so maybe his methods work. It's all about finding that balance, though, right?
Right. You need discipline, but you don't want to burn the players out.
For sure. Okay, let's talk about Carlo Ancelotti.
What about him?
He said his goal before retiring is to win another Champions League title.
Ambitious, considering he already has 4.
He does. And tons of other titles across Europe, too.
He's a legend, but can he pull it off with Real Madrid, especially after their recent losses?
Yeah, that's the big question. They lost to AC Milan and Barcelona.
Those losses expose some weaknesses they need to address.
It'll be interesting to see how Ancelotti handles it.
He's definitely got his work cut out for him.
For sure. Okay, now, Arsenal's doing some interesting things, too. They're trying to lock down Nwaneri with a long-term contract.
Smart move. He's only 17, but incredibly talented. He's their youngest ever player, debuted at just 15 back in 2022.
Wow, that's young.
Yeah, so they want to keep him around, prevent him from going somewhere else.
They've lost young talent to other clubs before, right?
Right. So this shows they're serious about building for the future.
Absolutely. Okay, let's end with Vinicius Jr. He got snubbed for the Ballon d'Or, which is surprising.
Yeah, a lot of people felt he deserved to be on that short list.
He was huge for Real Madrid in their Champions League win, always electrifying on the field.
Brazilian legend Rivaldo even gave him some advice.
Oh, what did he say?
He basically said Vinicius should focus on his game, and winning with Real Madrid, the awards will come later.
That's good advice. Focus on the team, not individual glory.
Exactly. But this snub might light a fire under him, make him even more determined.
It could go either way. We'll see.
We will indeed. This is just the beginning. There's so much more to talk about.
Oh yeah, we've just scratched the surface. So much is happening in the world of football right now.
Buckle up, everyone. This is going to be a wild ride.
It is. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break with even more deep dive analysis.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how he'll react. Will he just brush it off, or will he use it as fuel?
That's the thing with setbacks.
Yeah.
They can crush you or they can motivate you. All depends on the player.
Speaking of motivation, I keep thinking back to that whole Pep Guardiola, Jack Grealish, and Lee Carsley thing.
Yeah, that was weird. For Pep to publicly criticize Carsley like that, especially since he's England's interim manager.
I mean, it really exposed that tension that sometimes exists between clubs and national teams.
On one hand, you have the club who pays the player, invests in them, wants to protect their investment.
And then you have the national team manager who just wants the best players available, regardless of club affiliation.
Tough situation, for sure. And I think in this case, Pep was genuinely concerned about Grealish's fitness after his injury.
Yeah, but it still felt like he was questioning Carsley's judgment.
It'll be interesting to see if there's any fallout from that whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch gears again. What about Mats Hummels and Roma?
Oh man, that's rough. He just signed an extension with Roma, but now he's riding the bench.
New manager, new system, I guess.
And he's clearly not happy about it. Social media posts, the podcast, comments.
He's making his feelings known, that's for sure.
It's a tough spot for him, though. He wants to play, but the manager has to make decisions based on what's best for the team.
And to be fair, Roma's been doing pretty well without him. Brian Cristante has been solid in his place.
So what happens now?
Rumors are swirling that Hummels wants a move back to the Bundesliga.
That wouldn't be surprising.
Well,
Maybe a change of scenery is what he needs.
it might be best for everyone involved. All right, let's talk Barcelona again. What about this potential swap deal with Dortmund?
Ferran Torres for Karim Adeyemi. I like it.
It makes a lot of sense. Barcelona gets the speed and versatility they've been lacking.
And they don't have to pay a huge transfer fee, which is important given their financial situation.
For Dortmund, getting a player like Torres could be a big boost for their squad.
He might find his form again in a new environment. Who knows?
It's a gamble, but a calculated one. Okay, back to Hansi Flick and his strict training regime.
3 minutes late and you're benched. It's intense.
But it's clearly working for Barcelona.
They're playing well. There's no denying that.
It's about finding that balance, though, right? Pushing players, but not breaking them.
Absolutely. All right, what about Carlo Ancelotti's ambition to win another Champions League title?
It's a bold goal, especially at this stage of his career.
He's already achieved so much, but he still has that hunger.
Can he do it with Real Madrid, though? After those losses to AC Milan and Barcelona?
Those were tough losses. They revealed some vulnerabilities in the team.
Ancelotti has a lot to think about. The Champions League is unforgiving.
He's a brilliant manager, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count him out.
Me neither. All right, let's talk Arsenal and Ethan Nwaneri.
They're smart to try and lock him down with a long-term contract.
He's the future of the club. They need to protect their investment.
It shows they're serious about building a strong team for the years to come.
And it's a good sign for Arsenal fans. It means the club is thinking long-term.
Absolutely. Okay, back to Vinicius Jr. for a second. That Ballon d'Or snub was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, but like Rivaldo said, he just needs to keep his head down and focus on his game.
Let his performance speak for itself.
The awards will come eventually if he keeps playing at this level.
It's a good lesson for all young players. Individual accolades are nice, but team success should be the priority.
And when the team succeeds, the individual recognition will follow.
It's all connected.
Oh.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. Transfers, coaching drama, player setbacks, future aspirations.
It never ends in the world of football.
And that's what we love about it, right?
Yeah.
The constant trauma, the unpredictability, the passion.
It's a sport that captures the imagination like no other.
But beyond the entertainment, there's a deeper side to football.
Social and cultural significance that extends far beyond the pitch.
It's a force that unites people, sparks debates, inspires dreams.
It's a reflection of our values, our hopes, our disappointments.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, we encourage you to think about what football means to you.
How does it shape your life, your community, your world?
Yeah, it really is more than just a game, isn't it?
It is. Think about it. You're watching a match, it's down to the wire, and suddenly...
Boom, goal.
Exactly, and everyone goes wild, doesn't matter who you are, where you're from.
It's that shared experience, you know?
Creates a connection.
And like, think about players like Marcus Rashford using his platform to address social issues, fighting child poverty.
Powerful stuff. Shows the influence football has.
And it's not just the players, it's the clubs too, especially at the local level.
Community hubs, bringing people together.
Giving young people a place to belong, something positive to focus on.
And those young players, they dream big, right?
World Cup glory, Champions League titles, scoring that winning goal.
Fuels their passion, teaches them about teamwork, perseverance.
Even if they don't go pro, those are valuable lessons for life.
Absolutely. And let's be real, football is just plain fun to watch.
Oh yeah, the goals, the saves, the last-minute drama.
It's pure entertainment, escape from everyday life.
It really is. It captures the imagination like nothing else.
So next time you're watching a match, take a moment to appreciate all that.
It's more than just what happens on the pitch.
It's the impact, the emotions, the connections.
Well said. This has been a great deep dive, wouldn't you say?
I've enjoyed it.
We've covered so much. Transfers, coaching decisions, player struggles, the future of the game.
And for no whirlwind.
But a fun one. And we hope you've enjoyed it too.
Absolutely. And we hope it's made you think a little deeper about this amazing sport.
Keep the passion alive, everyone.